Welcome to a cold, wet, rainy fall day. That background noise that you hear is the rain falling. We're out in the yard anyways because kids are crazy, right Leah?
Yeah.
And also because the weather says snow will be lowering to the valley bottom overnight, potentially. So there are a few things that I need to clean up, like my tropical citrus and fig tree that definitely does not want to live in Kelowna over the winter. So I'm gonna clean them up, put them in the garage, put them to bed for the winter, and I will tell you a little bit about why I love them so much, and also why they don't really do anything. Bringing these in is a little bit of an Ian job. They weigh a lot and they're super awkward. I've been specifically not watering them for a little bit over a week now. Partially because with the weather cooling down, they don't really need the water, and also because I was planning on trying to get them as light as possible to drag them in here. But this is my kumquat tree. I got it as a present at a baby shower when I was pregnant with Leah. So, you know, it's I've had it for 3+ years now. This is basically its fourth summer with me, and I have never gotten fruit off of it. But this year I actually have full-size kumquats on it, and it's starting to ripen, so fingers crossed. They would be really exciting for me to be able to get something off of it, just because being in Canada, citrus is a little bit of a fantasy to be able to grow, so it'd be pretty amazing. And then this is a fig that I purchased this year. My original fig I had in a pot, and I brought it in and out every year, and I then was like, yeah, you know what, I'm sick of it. I'm gonna plant it in, and it survived over the winter, so fingers crossed it'll survive a second winter. But then I was like, well, now I got this pot and I could have a fig in it, so I bought a second fig in case my original fig dies. And it's done a lot of growth this year. It's pretty happy. So it'll be exciting to see if I can overwinter it here in the garage and see just how big I can get it. For me, these trees kind of represent, you know, kind of the hope that comes with gardening. Ian and I have talked about if we could get an actual, like, hard structure, heated greenhouse, how amazing it would be to be able to actually plant a citrus into the ground in Kelowna and try to do all these things that normally you just can't do here. Because, you know, like I've said before, it's so fun to experiment and see what you can achieve and all that. A little bit of the details of what I do to overwinter these trees is I bring them into the garage where it's actually a lot warmer in here. This garage must be insulated. And I stop watering them to kind of make them go dormant. I do water them, like in the past I've watered them once every 2 months, but I think they'd probably do better if I watered them once every month. And the dark and the lack of water and the cold kind of just gets them to slow down what they're doing, and they just kind of get halted. Quite often I'll lose some leaves on the citrus, which isn't ideal. Citrus is evergreen, so it shouldn't be dropping its leaves. My hardy fig did super fine, but I'll have to see what this one does. This year I am gonna be giving them more water in the beginning on the kumquat, just because there's some fruit on there, and I'm hoping that maybe if I can get it to keep doing its thing for another month, I'll be able to actually ripen the fruit. I'm pretty glad I got my trees into the garage after I got them in. And we went inside because of the rain. I saw on the hills surrounding me, very close to my house, was fresh white snow. So it's definitely time. It's weird this year. It's only mid-October, but the weather's super cold. It's really it's really bad weather. It definitely is gonna be an early, long, cold winter. I guess Farmer's Almanac wins again at the weather guessing game. I do have some more stuff still that needs to get cleaned out of the garden before it can handle a snow. We have gotten down to 0 a couple nights already, but you know, my yard's a little bit sheltered from that. We usually don't get as cold as what the weather forecast is, but you know, things are coming out. My root crops, they can usually handle some cold weather. The greens just die off, but yeah, it's it's definitely the end. The end is near. I know I've been saying that for a while, but now it's like it's really near. There's still obviously lots that happens surrounding the garden into, you know, kind of the off season. So if you're interested in knowing what's involved in that, make sure to subscribe. I'll keep doing updates. And there's also lots of fun summer videos that we've made too, so make sure to check some of those out. And I'll see you next time.